Analysis and enhanced review of transcript. Lions' Dan Campbell, smartest coach in NFL, says ESPN analyst Rex Ryan. The transcript offers an in-depth discussion of Detroit Lions coach Dan Campbell and his unique coaching philosophy, with analysts Rex Ryan and others providing contrasting perspectives on his decision-making and leadership style. Below is a more detailed and accessible interpretation of the dialogue. 1. The genius behind risk-taking decisions. The conversation begins with Rex Ryan applauding Dan Campbell for his boldness in making high-risk, high-reward decisions, such as opting for a critical fourth-down play. Ryan contrasts his own coaching experiences with Campbell's fearless approach, emphasizing how Campbell relies on his team's strengths, namely, star players like offensive tackle Penei Sewell and running back David Montgomery. These decisions underscore Campbell's confidence in his roster and his unflinching commitment to empowering his players. This aggressiveness has become a defining characteristic of Campbell's coaching style, one that reflects his trust in his team's capabilities rather than being swayed by the opposing side's strategies. 2. Dan Campbell, not just a Neanderthal. A recurring theme in the dialogue is Campbell's perceived intellect. Although some might stereotype him based on his fiery persona, Ryan argues that Campbell may, in fact, be the smartest coach in the league. His meticulous preparation and situational awareness allow him to adapt to different scenarios effectively. Beyond the field, Campbell has fostered a culture that resonates not only with his players but also with the fan base and the community, making him an iconic figure in Detroit. An illustrative moment is when Ryan reads a text praising Campbell's pulse on his team and his unparalleled grasp of situational football. This adaptability, paired with his ability to rally support from every stakeholder, sets Campbell apart. 3. Criticisms, emotional control and situational judgment. While Campbell's passion is lauded, others critique his emotional intensity, arguing it can cloud his judgment in critical moments. The example of Campbell opting for a 4th and 1 on his own 31-yard line against Green Bay is cited as an unnecessary risk that could have backfired. Critics suggest that there are times when restraint and trust in the defense are better strategies, especially when playing against a quarterback prone to turnovers. The debate centers on whether Campbell has mastered the balance between emotion and discretion, an essential skill for championship-caliber coaches. Critics contend that his decisions sometimes reflect stubbornness rather than calculated risks, which could become problematic in high-stakes playoff scenarios. 4. Building a winning culture. Despite these critiques, Campbell's ability to establish a unified winning culture is undeniable. Players and staff rally behind him, buying into his philosophy wholeheartedly. Even with significant injuries, such as the 18 defensive players missing games this season, the team remains competitive due to its cultural cohesion and Campbell's ability to adapt. The Lions' success is attributed to this culture of trust and alignment. Players are described as fully committed to Campbell's vision, which fosters an all-in mentality. 5. The Lions' offense, a historic powerhouse. Another key point is the Lions' offensive strength, hailed as one of the best in NFL history. This dominance justifies Campbell's aggressive strategy, as the team's ability to convert on critical downs has been a game-changer. Analysts argue that such decisions are not merely impulsive but are backed by the confidence that the Lions' offense can deliver in critical moments. Statistically, their offense ranks among the league's best, providing Campbell with a reliable foundation for his bold calls. 6. The emotional roller coaster of watching Campbell. Rex Ryan humorously describes watching Campbell's decision-making as akin to being on an emotional roller coaster. While fans and analysts might cringe at certain risky plays, they often result in success, leading to a mix of anxiety and exhilaration. The unpredictability of Campbell's style keeps games thrilling and showcases his ability to adapt his approach depending on the situation. 7. Lessons for the future. The dialogue concludes with the hope that Campbell can refine his situational awareness to navigate critical playoff moments. While his current approach has proven effective in regular season games, the playoffs demand a higher level of strategic precision. Analysts believe Campbell's continued growth will determine whether he can lead the Lions to a championship. Broader context, comparisons and implications. The discussion also draws parallels to other NFL coaches, like Mike Tomlin of the Pittsburgh Steelers, known for his steady leadership. The comparison highlights how coaching philosophies vary, with Campbell's passion contrasting Tomlin's disciplined approach. However, both coaches exemplify the importance of culture and adaptability in achieving success. Final thoughts. Dan Campbell's tenure with the Lions is a testament to boldness, adaptability, and culture building. While critiques of his emotional intensity and situational judgment are valid, his ability to inspire his team and outmaneuver opponents underscores his potential as one of the NFL's top coaches. As the Lions continue their historic season, Campbell's growth and decision-making will be critical to their pursuit of a championship. Game overview and key takeaways. The transcript covers Dan Campbell's detailed assessment of the Detroit Lions' recent game performance and their preparations for upcoming challenges. It highlights the team's strengths and weaknesses, player performances, and the adjustments needed moving forward. Let's break it down into its core components for clarity. 1. Offensive analysis. Situational success. The Lions excelled in situational football, particularly at the end of the half and in closing the game. This was evident in securing points and managing the clock effectively, preventing the opponent from responding. Red zone efficiency was strong, 3 out of 4 conversions, with the one miss being a strategic decision to secure a field goal for the win. Challenges on offense. Issues included turnovers, poor run game efficiency, and a lack of explosive plays. 3rd and 4th downs in short yardage situations were particularly problematic, with missed assignments and unclean execution contributing to inefficiencies. Despite these flaws, quarterback Jared Goff was a standout, delivering clutch plays and demonstrating leadership in critical moments. Player highlights. Tim Patrick had an exceptional game, not just for his touchdowns but also for critical blocks that enabled other plays. Backup players like Skip stepped up admirably, showing depth in the roster. 2. Defensive analysis. Strong defensive elements. The defense displayed resilience and energy, with multiple new players stepping in and contributing effectively. Key achievements included tight man-to-man coverage, limiting the opponent to 1 out of 5 successful 3rd down conversions, and generating a crucial takeaway that led to points. Areas for improvement. Run defense efficiency and pass defense consistency were highlighted as areas requiring significant work. Red zone defense faced challenges, partly due to difficult field positions caused by turnovers and downs. Standout performances. Players like O'Connor showed versatility, excelling in multiple positions and disrupting the opponent's plays. Zeke Turner and Arnold also delivered some of their best performances of the season, signaling growth and adaptability among the defensive squad. 3. Special teams contributions. Special teams played a critical role, with a stellar 50-yard punt leading to a net 60-yard advantage due to a holding penalty. The field goal protection unit showed improvement, successfully holding off potential game-changing blocks. 4. Injury updates and player status. Dan Campbell offered a comprehensive update on the team's injury status. Positive developments. Several players, including Decker and Levi, are on track to return, though the exact timeline remains uncertain. Cautious optimism. For others, like Alex and Jalen, there's hope for a late season or playoff return, but progress remains gradual. Focus on rehabilitation. Campbell emphasized that the team is taking a patient, step-by-step approach to ensure players are fully ready before returning to the field. 5. Preparing for Josh Allen and the Bills. Campbell acknowledged the challenge of facing a dynamic player like Josh Allen. Allen's ability to manage the game, make smart decisions, and use his dual-threat capabilities makes him a formidable opponent. Campbell noted that Allen's increased patience and decision-making have elevated his performance, making the Bills a dangerous team to face. 6. Building on recent success. Campbell emphasized the importance of continual improvement, especially as the Lions face high-caliber opponents like the Bills. Key priorities include refining defensive schemes to reduce costly mistakes, enhancing offensive efficiency, particularly in the run game and short yardage situations, leveraging the depth and adaptability of the roster, with newer players stepping into more prominent roles. 7. Navigating a competitive NFC North. Campbell reflected on the benefits of playing against strong divisional opponents, likening the experience to playoff football. These high-pressure games provide valuable lessons, forcing the team to adapt and find new ways to win. The Lions' ability to grind out a win despite an ineffective run game shows growth and resilience. Conclusion. The Detroit Lions are navigating a pivotal point in their season, balancing the integration of new players, injury recoveries, and preparations for tough matchups. While challenges remain, especially in run defense and offensive explosiveness, the team's ability to adapt, execute in key moments, and draw on the depth of its roster signals a promising trajectory. Campbell's detailed breakdown reflects a team that is self-aware, driven, and prepared to evolve as they pursue success in the regular season and beyond.